Aliaskhab Khizriev and Kyle Daukas. Kyle Daukas, the 51st best middleweight fighter in the world, 10 wins and only 1 loss to Brendan Allen around 9 months ago. He's 28 years old, has a humongous height advantage, has a humongous reach advantage, 6'3" tall. Aliaskhab Khizriev is currently 5'9" tall and has a reach of 74 inches. You can already see right here the height and the reach disparities from Kyle Daukas and Aliaskhab Khizriev. I mean, a 6-inch height advantage and a 2-inch reach advantage. That is a really insane height and reach differential in the fight. But if you guys have seen a couple of Aliaskhab Khizriev's fights, he's really relentless with going for takedown after takedown after takedown over and over and over again. He's striking. He just goes for so many strikes. I believe if he stays in the UFC for long enough, he's going to be landing like 10 strikes per minute. I mean, he's just so relentless with the amount of strikes he lands, with the amount of strikes he throws, with the amount of takedowns he goes for. Once he gets you down, he's relentless with his ground and pound. He lands so many strikes on the ground. He has really good submission skills, a really good ground and pound. Most of his fights coming by decision and KO TKO. 5 KO TKO wins and 5 decision wins and 3 submission wins. Has really good ground and pound, a really good cardio as well. Has a pretty good right hand, but I think most likely if Aliaskhab Khizriev is going to win the fight, it'd be by TKO in the first or second round. And if Kyle Daukas were to win the fight, it'd be by decision or first round submission, because he has really good submission skills. 10 wins and 1 loss, 8 wins by submission, mainly by Darce choke and rear neck choke submission inside of CFFC and Dana White's Contender Series. So 8 submission wins and 2 decision wins, with his only loss coming to Brendan Allen, I believe by 29-28, unanimous decision. It's a really close fight. A lot of people are going Kyle Daukas. A lot of people are going Aliaskhab Khizriev to win the fight. It is a really close fight. So 69% going Khizriev and 31% going Daukas in the fight. It's really close, because if the fight stays on the feet, Kyle Daukas will have the height advantage, will have the reach advantage, could use that to kind of keep range and win the fight that way, making this a more technical fight in the striking game, and try to win the fight by 29-28 unanimous decision in the striking game. But Aliaskhab Khizriev has really good takedowns. He's relentless, as I said multiple times in this video. But I think there's going to be multiple times where Aliaskhab Khizriev is going to get the fight to the ground and get on top of Kyle Daukas, land a lot of good ground and pound shots on Kyle Daukas. I don't think he's going to get a submission on Kyle Daukas, because he does have a really good submission defense. But the one thing I really need to look at for this fight is Kyle Daukas' second to last fight with Brendan Allen. He landed 3 takedowns in the fight, but guess what, guys? Brendan Allen ended up reversing the position 4 times in the fight, getting back on top of Kyle Daukas. And that is one thing that kind of worries me with Kyle Daukas in the fight, because once he gets you down, he doesn't really keep you there. He keeps you down, goes for his submissions, but every now and then his opponents reverse and get on top of him, and that's going to be really dangerous for a guy like Aliaskhab Khizriev, because if Aliaskhab Khizriev reverses the position and gets on top of Kyle Daukas, he's going to get the TKO, or he's going to dominate you. He's going to kind of diminish that cardio from you. He's going to land a lot of good shots, go for some submissions, and kind of ruin your spirits after that point. So I think the main way for Kyle Daukas to win the fight is gonna get a takedown in the fight and keep on top of Aliaskhab Khizriev. But it's a really hard thing to keep on top of Aliaskhab Khizriev, because he's so relentless on the ground. It could reverse the position so easily. I think all around this is gonna be a really amazing fight. Possibly gonna be a fight of the night between Aliaskhab Khizriev and Kyle Daukas. It's gonna be a really good fight, because Kyle Daukas has a height advantage, has a reach advantage. Aliaskhab Khizriev has a really good ground and pound. Kyle Daukas has a really good submission skill. So I mean, it's a really close fight. I mean, I've been kind of contemplating who I'm gonna pick for the fight, but because Aliaskhab Khizriev has a really good ground and pound, a really good cardio, has really good takedowns, defends his submissions really well. I think he's gonna get the fight down, land a takedown in the first round, kind of diminish some of that cardio from Kyle Daukas in the fight, and in the second round, land a lot of good ground and pound shots and finish Kyle Daukas by TKO in the second round in the fight. Again, this is a really close fight. A lot of people are going with the underdog in Kyle Daukas to win the fight. And again, I'm not going for Aliaskhab Khizriev just because he has the undefeated record. He is 13-0 as a professional fighter. That is not the only reason I have Khizriev winning the fight. He's just so relentless, amazing cardio, amazing ground and pound, really good striking. He's a really good clinch work, really good body shots. I mean, that's the main reason I have him win the fight by KO TKO in the second round of the fight. Amazing fight in the third to last fight on on UFC Fight Night on ABC, Vittori versus Holland. A really good middleweight fight there.